Okay, so if we look at these, buddy, draw these lines on here. So these two, obviously the left was before, the right's the after. The blue line representing that kind of swing plane. And you'll see how far out it isn't, okay, just by how much through the line you're actually going. So as you swing back, as you swing back, get a good takeaway there. So your arms there, the club and the shaft, now nice and parallel to the blue line, so it's good. Hands are a little bit behind, but in a pretty good spot there. And your shaft now is parallel to the thing. And it's a good away from that blue line. As you then start bringing it down, there, that right shoulder kind of comes forward. Yeah. And now the hands are getting a bit nearer that blue line. Although you're still parallel, you move forward. Now as we get to there, we can see the shaft now has kind of gone through that blue line. Yeah. And it's lending itself to the heel of the club. You see where the shaft and the heel join now? That's cutting through the edge of the golf ball, yeah? So that's going to mean either heely strikes, which are a bit of a, or your club has to kind of work this way left to try and clear out the way to not shank it. Right, okay. But then you're starting that cutty, weaky, pulley one, okay? This one on the right-hand side now, we have a look at it. Again, same good swing back. Club still parallel to the thing on the way back. As we come back down now, the right shoulder's going to be quieter. You're further from that green line, you can see, yeah, because your right shoulder is still back here. Yeah. It's not gone forward. Then as you start coming back in the golf ball now, shaft's still away from that green line until we come into impact, and then it's gone through anyway. So as you're striking that ball, there's nowhere near that blue shaft, or that shaft's going through that green line at all, is it, yeah? Releasing through, underneath the green on the way through, and then nice with the target, okay? But obviously release too tight, just let the club go, yeah? But that sensation from up here, just to feel a little bit of a pause, and the arms are kind of just falling, dropping, yeah? And it just changes the path, it changes that direction that club is. So you're moving with your hand action, you're moving the position your hands are swinging on without trying to move where your hands are moving. That makes sense? Yeah. By controlling what this does, your arms are still kind of doing the same thing. So if I'm up here now, if the shoulder goes forward, the arms still drop, they're dropping this way. If the shoulder stays back and the arms drop, the arms are here. They're swinging underneath that green line, yeah? So, and that's what a lot of people feel when the arms kind of drop and fall. And if you look at these here now, your arms are kind of working up here, kind of on a similar line. There's no sort of change of direction there, okay? Yeah, so this is a backswing, downswing, backswing, downswing, okay? Whereas this one, you went back, and this was actually a better-ish when you can see, there's your backswing, towards that line, yeah? Yeah. And this again was one of your better ones, okay? Yeah. So we've had a couple that have probably gone through the blue line almost there. So that change of direction, and that's just all caused by this right shoulder up here wanting to go forward to give it a hit. So just giving you a split second. So that changes where your arms come from without you changing what your arms do. Your arms are still doing the same thing effectively. This is just working a little bit less. Does that make sense, yeah? So you're not using your shoulder to try and hit it. You're giving that shoulder a split second to pause as the arms start falling, and then the rest of the swing kind of just happens in sequence as normal, yeah? That'll change your path. If you hang on to the club face, you'll just block it a bit right, yeah? So that's just you kind of just, in theory, being used to the club coming a little bit outside the line and the face being a bit shut to start with, and then your release pattern, if you keep hold of the golf club, your release pattern's kind of blocking the club a little bit. As you come through impact, rather than letting the club go, you kind of hang on to it just a little bit, okay? Which I think comes a little bit with tension. There you go, nice little draw there, lovely. Just letting that club kind of, as if you were going to skim a pebble, you wouldn't try and hold your wrist angle, yeah? If you're going to skim a pebble, what would your wrist do? Your wrist is going to go, and just come through over your left shoulder, yeah? Exactly, mate. Good stuff, buddy.